The entrepreneur, mom, deal maker, and the advocate. These are all exterior titles, but who am I when I peel the layers back? Unlayered with Chandra Cologne.
Welcome to our very first episode of Unlayered. I am your host, Chandra Cologne, and my guest today is my dear friend, Jennifer Litchfield. Thank you. Thank you for being here. So Jennifer is an entrepreneur, a coach, a speaker. She owns a few different businesses, and right now, we're going to talk a little bit more about it towards the end, but she's rolling out a phenomenal workshop is it for men and women or just women?
Men and women.
Awesome. Exactly how this podcast is happening. I tried to just focus on one side, but I couldn't. There's just too many dynamic, phenomenal gentlemen that we're going to have on later on throughout the remaining episodes, but I definitely want to start off with a dynamic woman.
Thank you so much. I'm so happy to be here.
Yes, thank you. Other layers to Jen that I didn't mention a moment ago is that she is a mother, she is a wife, she is a sister, she is a daughter. Is there anything else I'm leaving out?
I'm really close with my friends.
Yes.
I'm a friend. I hold those relationships almost as close as family. So
you do. You're an amazing friend. Thank you for reminding me of that. And that's why you're here today, because you're an amazing friend. And in the 11th hour, I said, Jen, I've been thinking about you. Will you be my first guest on my podcast? So thank you for honoring your friends. That's why you're here today.
Thank you. I love you.
So I'm not going to fully wing this thing today. I actually brought my notes, and I'm going to read them because that's just what it is. Until I become a pro at this thing, I'm going to read my questions. So I want to start off with asking you what compelled you to consider entrepreneurship?
So I really, I had a one-day job out. After I graduated college, I had one day job. And the only reason why I stayed there as long as I did is because I had really great benefits and I got pregnant with Riley. But after that, I just knew after that time, that short time in corporate America, I was like, I gotta do my own thing. I just felt like the cubicle was gonna steal my soul, if you will. So I just knew I wanted to be in an industry where there was no ceiling and every single thing was up to me, like including the marketing, creating the lead, closing it. Like I wanna wear all the hats and answer to myself if I don't like the results. So I like the control piece, and then there's no control at the same time. So it's a wild ride out here.
So did you have a plan, or did you just jump in?
Starting real estate.
Is that the first thing that you went into as an entrepreneur?
So I thought about this since, and that's the first time I gave credit to being an entrepreneur was getting into real estate, being a realtor. But when I look back on it, I bartended my way through college. Like I put myself through college bartending at a sports bar in Addison. So I was there for years and years. And looking back, I'm like, dude, you essentially own your own business even then because you have your own following, your own crowd that's coming. Like I would put down the drink specials and talk shit about football. Can I say shit on your podcast? You can say shit on this podcast. Yes. So that was, in a lot of ways, that was entrepreneurship. Just it wore a lot of fun mask with the loud music and just the whole vibe. So, but real estate was the first time. I didn't really necessarily have a plan as much as the person that was going to be my team lead. I liked the way he did business when he helped out on our deal. So I was like, okay, I want to learn business from him. So. And then I got there and I loved it. Like, that's where we met. Like, it was just a melting pot of personality and strength and fun, and people were genuine. And so we just came into this perfect incubator for growth.
Yes, absolutely. I feel like real estate is a catalyst for a lot of female entrepreneurs that have never been in business. I feel like it's such a great starting point. I've had so many women call me and ask me, do you think I should get into real estate? Do you think men as well, but mostly women that have never tried anything on their own. They've been in various professions. they're degreed, they're non-degreed, they're moms, they're not moms, just every walk of life. And I always say it's the best $1,500 investment you will ever make, because the return on your investment by getting a real estate license, you're getting it back transaction one. Virtually, I mean, transaction one, where else can you do that?
Yeah.
And I will say for me, much like yourself, I dabbled in other things here and there. It was still someone else's company or still someone else's brand. Real estate was the first time that it was literally about branding myself, putting myself out there. Yes, we hang our license through a broker, but as far as, you know, you're managing your own books, you're responsible for your own lead generation, you're responsible for your own branding and marketing, you're responsible for all the different aspects of business. And I think it's just a phenomenal start for anyone that's thinking about entrepreneurship. So there's pros and cons. The cons is that I think that social media, reality TV has made it look glamorous as hell. And real estate,
yeah.
And entrepreneurship, period. But real estate, they make it look like it's so glamorous. And it's like, no, it is a grind in the beginning. No, there's no such thing as like overnight success. I don't care. And even if there is overnight success for someone, it's gonna be a short fuse. It's gonna be short-lived. Like, this is the long game. So in the beginning of real estate, you know this, you work with a lot of buyers, and then you gotta wait until they become sellers, you know, while you're over here working, you know, trying to get the sellers, right? There's always a back and forth with it. But I love it. I feel like indebted to real estate because it launched me into these other platforms. That's what I feel like real estate has done for me. And I'm watching your journey, and it's very similar to mine in a way, like what you're now doing. And I'm like, yeah, I see it. I see it. That one lane, that's not enough for you. You're now expanding, and I love it. I love it.
We like multiple balls in the air, right?
Yes, we do. We do. Okay, here's my next question. How did it challenge your mental health? How did entrepreneurship challenge you right here and right here?
Girl, entrepreneurship, you know, like it strips you down to the studs. Like even when you're having external success, closing deals, making the money, living the life, it's hard on the inside. Doesn't mean that everything is just 100% rainbows and butterflies the whole time. And I think that that's what was so odd for me when I first became an entrepreneur is I had the success and I was closing deals my first 60 days in real estate, rookie of the year and all these things, but I still was like second guessing myself so much. And it's like coming from a place of integrity. It's like, yes, there's a perfectionist piece in a lot of entrepreneurs that's half the battle is like, you know, good work is better than done work is better than perfect, right?
Right.
But you don't want to mess up. Like, you don't want to mess up for these people. You want to tell them the right information. And so it's like, you can be super self-critical, or I was in the beginning. And I think that was the biggest challenge for my mental health was I was doing the things, I was getting the marks on the chart, but I felt like shit. And I felt, you know, it just felt inconsistent. And then I had to start giving myself credit, right? Once I started realizing, oh, like I'm coming from a good place, like, and nothing even bad was happening to my clients. That's the mind F too. It's like, there's nothing going wrong here, but my brain was wanting to tell me something is.
Right.
And so just keeping, like soothing myself and staying encouraged, being surrounded by teammates such as you, like we were being uplifted in those lows when someone's like, what are you talking about? You're killing it.
Right.
You know, those are gifts for entrepreneurs. And I think that's why peers and colleagues and collabs are so common because we need that.
Right.
Like it truly is a support system, but we're all got our own P&L sheets, right?
Right.
It's like, but you need those people around you grinding, achieving, and being like, girl, you got it, you know?
Right.
So it was challenging.
Was a part of that challenge accepting and being okay that you don't know everything? You know, anytime you get in business, there's that fear of, wait, I can't do it because I don't know everything. And I feel like I remember that even with myself, and I remember that in observing newer agents coming through. It was like, wait a minute, but I don't know how to do that yet. Or I don't know what that means, so then I can't do it. But the biggest part of entrepreneurship is moving even when you don't know everything. Because if you wait until you feel like you know everything, it's too late. Would you agree?
Yeah, I mean, I think that as far as like taking real estate opportunities, that was a little bit, I guess I was a little mindset, my mindset was a little bit different because I was more likely I knew there was black and white guidelines to this. Like there's the contract. Yeah, like you can source the data.
Right.
Whereas when it comes to like lead generating, whether it's real estate, even if it was going to do my Tipsy Tuesday show, or, you know, am I going to do a first time homebuyer seminar? And then now as a coach, it's like, what's my package going to be? What's my price point? What's my deliverables? What are my assets? Like all this stuff. I think that when you start second guessing and wanting to know everything, and it's keeping you from creating new assets as an entrepreneur, that's when you really got to check yourself and being like, hold up, because you can look at everybody else's process and systems and philosophies, but what are you doing? Like, monitor the input, right? And how much are you inputting and how much are you outputting? Like, what are you creating? And I had to check myself on that, like being able to like, okay, we got to make a decision on how we're going to lead generate for this business, and then make a decision and start doing that. Execute that plan by this date.
Right.
Like, make a decision by then, because you got to create false deadlines as an entrepreneur.
Yes.
False psychological deadlines.
Yes.
To push yourself and keep going, and nobody's coming for you.
Right. No one's calling and checking on you to say, did you meet that goal? Mm-hmm. Unless you are in a position to where you can hire a mentor or coach. So I'm about to talk about that as well. But I want to ask you, how do you stay grounded on a daily basis? Because like you said earlier, we like to juggle many different balls in the air. So when it gets crazy, when it gets chaos, what do you do to stay grounded?
So I have several grounding practices in just my daily routine. And one is I meditate every day.
Okay.
At least I 15 minutes every day. I've started burning incense and stuff, like some things that helped me want to become disciplined at it. There was other things that I added to start to enjoy it. You're selling yourself, right?
Right.
And then we sleep with a grounding sheet on our bed, quite literally.
Okay, tell me more about a grounding sheet. I don't know that I've heard about a grounding sheet.
So grounding is essentially it's you losing the charge in your body, your electrical charge. So if you, for example, if you have jet lag, they say to get off the plane, go barefoot in a field somewhere, and what happens is your body will sink to the magnetic energy of the earth, right? They'll like drop so that's what we sleep on. We sleep on it's a sheet, it's like a little metal, it's like as thin as this, and we put it under our fitted sheet, and it keeps you from being, it keeps the inflammation down. Like, so while you're sleeping, you're getting the benefits of, the health benefits of taking that inflammation away. But other than that, it's by, I write in a gratitude journal every day. I just write 3 things I'm thankful for. I've done that for 4 years now. And then I also try to journal as much as possible.
Okay.
So that helps me stay grounded.
So let me ask you, what's been the most valuable lesson in that entrepreneurship has taught you about yourself?
That I can do it. Mm-hmm. Yeah, like, it's taught me that it don't matter if you believe in me, doesn't matter if my mom believes in me, whatever, like, you can have all the hype people around you in the world, but it's only when you believe in you and take action from that place that you'll start seeing the benefits, the financial benefits. Like, you'll know when you're believing in yourself because you're making money. Right? It's like value out is value back in. And so you are more than just okay with getting paid. It's like, oh, this is a mutual exchange of service. It's like, I get the money, but I know what you're getting. Like, it's good. This is not sleazy to sell.
Right.
So that's been important for me. It's like, you can do it because you have integrity and you're actually coming from a place of service.
So Jen, define what success means to you.
Being satisfied with what is and eager for more.
I love that.
Thank you.
Okay, what breaks your heart?
When people hurt babies in any way, like that impacts their self-worth for an extent, like they're healing with that throughout their whole life, like that just, it's too much. Protect the babies.
What brings you the most joy?
My kids.
Yeah. In what area are you 1 degree away from being at that next level? And it's whatever next level means to you.
Yo, my fitness.
Yes,
Yeah.
You've been killing it.
Yes, I got some lower abs coming in.
Yes, I'm so proud of you. And I know you're running now. You're doing, I see that discipline.
Yeah.
Okay, speed round. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Last book you read or listened to?
I'm reading it now, The Vortex by Abraham Hicks.
Biggie or Tupac?
Tupac.
Yes. What's your love language?
Touch me.
Coke or Dr. Pepper?
Dr. Pepper.
What's the one thing people would be surprised to learn about you?
I got a midget for graduation gift. For my college graduation, my friends, they rented me a midget, and he was my bouncer for the night. He's fantastic.
I don't even know if I'm supposed to laugh or not. Okay, I'm gonna go to the next one.
Listen,
that's interesting.
Rentamidget.com. Listen, this wasn't somewhere you didn't pick them up off the streets or something, like this was their profession.
That is really good to know. Okay, last but not least, where can we sign up for your upcoming workshop? Give us the name, the website, start date, deadline, everything.
So the next group begins February 7th, and you can sign up by emailing me, jen@jensellstexas.com. And Sells is spelled out, Texas is spelled out, and it's self-love boot camp, and buckle up. Like, I'm ready to pour into people and give you about 3 years of transformation in 1 month.
Yes, forget